With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
They'll set up a throw. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The Seahawks at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. You look at this Niner defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 13. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here we go, set.
A strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the 49ers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Down he goes. The 49ers get there.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Back to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Touchdown, Seahawks! Quez Watkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Throwing here, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Back to throw, Purdy. Flush to his right. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now Purdy. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Purdy. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Love this look to start the ball game. They empty the backfield right away, and that's going to put some early stress on both their offensive line and on the secondary. And here they get the completion and a quick 1st down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Now a give to the big fullback use check.
Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
This one caught by Kittle. And all the way down to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Purdy now to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And in the second half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
Still fighting for more.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Patrick Queen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Got a man, that's Ayuk.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And that's complete to McCaffrey. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Micah Parsons.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Three quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Quez Watkins with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Throwing to start the drive. Purdy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Purdy.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And out across midfield down to the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Looking to throw. Purdy. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
His throw incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Purdy from the gun.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. 81 yards.
And the Seahawks strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Second and 6 coming up. Back to throw, Purdy.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Micah Parsons
in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here's Purdy to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line.
Purdy to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Steps away to his left, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense. Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, Let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Purdy, big fourth down play. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Straight ahead, Walker.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Purdy. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Purdy to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Now Moody for the PAT.
It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. The clock showing 19 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now This game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter, both off.